Hello friends, I am Professor Gajanan Nerkar. I am working as Assistant Professor in AISSMS Institute of Management, and today I am very happy to conduct this Management Development Program for KJT and Associates on the topic Soft Skills for Entrepreneurs. So right now I am online on Skype, and I am happy to see about 9 participants who have logged in. They are seen online in front of me. So if just for confirmation, I would like to read out the list which is there in front of me. I can see all of these people online. So we have Karthik R from Pune. We have Baljit Singh from Chandigarh. We have Vikas Chauhan from Pune. We have Saurabh Gupta from Pune. Then we have Anshuman Jain from Pune. We have Manoj Kuruva Nandyala from Chennai. We have Prasad Kadam from Kolhapur. We have Preeti Joshi from Delhi. And we have Mr. Raghav Kumar from Pune. So I just welcome all of you for this session on soft skills for entrepreneur, and I'm very happy to share my views on this topic because I have been preparing for this topic from last few days, and I'm glad to get this opportunity to present this management development program for you on behalf of our institute, AISSMS Institute of Management. So friends, to begin with, I would like to convey that let us have this session in the form of a dialogue and not a monologue. So as you can see, there is a chat box in this Skype platform where you can actually text messages to me, and you can ask me questions on a regular basis whenever and wherever you feel appropriate. Okay. So to begin with, in the first session, I will be giving you a brief outline about the 10 commandments or 10 important factors or 10 important skills which you need to work upon under soft skills for entrepreneurs. Okay. I just came to know that many of you have got your own businesses and many of you wish to indulge into a startup. So this particular management development program will help you to groom yourself in setting up a successful business. Okay. So a brief outline about 10 important soft skills which you need to develop for being a successful entrepreneur. So the first skill is developing proper etiquettes. Etiquettes is a major factor which displays your character, which displays your personality in front of anyone. So etiquettes is basically mannerisms, proper appropriate mannerisms which starts right from your non-verbal communication to your verbal communication to your body language. Okay. So showing courtesy to your customers, showing courtesy to your employees, talking properly, behaving properly is a major concern under proper etiquettes. Many of the people fail into business because of lack of proper etiquettes. Okay, so there are several role plays and there are several case studies which we are going to cover in this program. So I'll come to those role plays in session 2 and 3. Okay. The second skill which you should develop in yourself is stress management. Dear friends, stress has been a major disadvantage for the growth and success of a business. People keep on thinking stress may be physical stress, Stress may be mental stress. Okay. So let us talk about physical stress. So physical stress comes when, you work too hard and spare much of time in physical efforts in your work day. And the best thing to beat physical stress is to work out in a gym, to meditate, to conduct some yoga activity every day so that you can boost up your stress and you can remove it. And secondly, the mental stress. Mental stress comes out of overthinking. You should have a let go approach in your life to overcome mental stress. Don't overthink of difficulties, don't overthink of problems. Be a part of solution so that this mental stress can be relieved. Okay. The third skill which you should work upon is the teamwork. Remember, even if it is an entrepreneurial business, you're working with some team, you're working with some group of people, you need to manage people. At the same time, you need to manage your family also. Okay. So, for an efficient teamwork, it is necessary to indulge some set of values, some set of objectives in your family. Right. So, we are receiving a lot of queries and likes to the session, as this is a live session. So, I am seeing a question from Anshuman Jain. He is asking that to build up a strong team, what are the essential factors? Okay, so Anshuman and all the other participants, I would like to answer this question. To build up a strong team, strong faith should be built up in the team. For this purpose, I would like to quote an example of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He started his life with lot of difficulties. There was a period where there was a lot of slavery and there was a lot of attacking from all the directions in Maharashtra. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj built up that confidence, built up that sense of belongingness among his followers, and such was the stage where people were ready to sacrifice their life for him. So we have some great examples like Tanaji Malusare, Baji Prabhu Deshpande, Kondaji Farzand. These were the great leaders actually created by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So I would really recommend you to follow Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's example for an ideal teamwork. Okay. The next skill which you should develop is leadership. See, there are only 5% people who have leadership qualities and 95% people are followers. Okay. So now you have to decide whether you have to be a part of those 5% or the 95%. To be a leader, you have to do things differently. Ideal leaders create a sense of satisfaction, sense of belongingness among their followers, and you have to lead, you have to walk the talk basically. Whatever you say, you should be following the same. This is the best quality of a leader. So I am going to have some leadership exercises in this particular area. The next skill is ability to inspire other people. Yes, very important. See, people get inspired by excellence, people get inspired by high quality, people get inspired by genuine performance. Okay, so you have to imbibe all these qualities in yourself. You have to do unique things. You have to stand out of the crowd. Then only you can inspire people. People should feel motivated to talk to you, to meet you, and to do business with you. For example, we have Mr. Ratan Tata, who has led by an example. So recently we have read in the news that he has actually donated 1500 crores for the corona affected people, or the movement which has been initiated by the central government. Okay, so hats off to such kind of leaders who are not in the race of proving themselves as the richest Indians or richest person in the world. They are attached at the ground level to the society. So you should actually take inspiration from big leaders like Ratan Tata. The next and very important skill which should be developed by an entrepreneur is communication skills. So in communication skills, active listening, writing skills, presenting skills and speaking skills. These are the 4 areas where an entrepreneur should work hard for the same. And basically for improving your writing skills, you need to practice more, build up a strong vocabulary, practice more of emails, practice more of written communications. To develop your speaking skills and presenting skills, you need to stand in front of audience, practice more. Stage fear should be reduced. And keeping yourself updated, reading more books, reading motivational books, listening to great speakers is the best method of improving your communication skills. And listening, yes, listening is a very important skill for an entrepreneur. You have to listen to your customers, you have to listen to your suppliers, take feedback. Before speaking, you have to listen to people. People do exactly opposite thing. They speak first and ignore people, what they are saying. So a good leader is a good listener. Remember, a good entrepreneur is a good listener. So effective listening, active listening is a very important part of soft skills in entrepreneurship. The next skill which you should develop is problem solving. For this purpose, you need to say no to negatives. If you wish to solve a problem, you need to study conflict management in detail. So understanding the root cause of the problem, applying multiple solutions to it, thinking of solutions, thinking of resources which are available with you. For this purpose, the best example can be taken with reference to the security forces of India. We have faced many situations of conflicts and crises in last 60-70 years. So imagine the Kargil war, how the Indian army had planned things, how the Air Force had helped them. Imagine the surgical strike incident which took place in 2019, where we actually destroyed the major stations of terrorism in Pakistan. So you should actually read some motivational stories, some important missions which have been successfully undertaken, and then you will develop your problem solving skills. I would also suggest you to read the great thoughts given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in your problem solving techniques. Okay. The next skill which you should develop is time management. So under time management, you should be indulging into smart work. Instead of hard work, you should indulge into smart work. For that purpose, you should develop your computer skills. You should develop your technological skills. You should stay updated. Instead of, spending hours and hours in thinking, you should spend few hours in action so that time management can be efficiently executed. Go in the ground with a plan. So well begun is half done is what we say. And well begin is possible only if it is well planned. Okay, so planning is very important. in time management. This is my suggestion to you. Yes, we are receiving a question from Saurabh Gupta. He says that there are many things to do in life. How to manage time? Yes, very important question Saurabh has asked. So, what I suggest you is, there is a priority, there is a gradation for every type of activity in life. There are many activities in life, but all activities are not important, all activities are not urgent. So the best method is to classify your activities into urgent, most important and important. So if you give priority, urgent most things should be given the first priority. Secondly, most important things should be given priority, and then important things. And then the fourth criteria can be not so important. And there are many activities, if you just evaluate them properly, they are useless and meaningless. So you should ignore such activities which are wasting your time, which are wasting your quality resources in the business. Okay? Well, thank you, Saurabh, for that question. So coming back to the ninth skill which is required for an entrepreneur, flexibility and adaptivity. Yes, very important. See, today is the world of competition where, you have to adjust yourself according to the situation. Times may come that your suppliers won't be available. Times may come that you may have a situation like this. This is a situation of crisis for the economy, for the entire world economy actually. Lockdown. Many countries have gone into lockdown. There are more than 175 nations where corona has been affected. So, using alternative solutions, using alternative methods of completing your tasks is the very important activity today. So people are thinking we are losing our sales, we are keeping our shops closed. You can use some alternative source of businesses to earn some income. For example, I can use an online platform like this to promote my business. I can indulge into digital marketing. I can indulge into upgrading my skills. I can indulge into gathering of resources, intellectual resources in this period of time, right? So adapting yourself according to the situation. There are situations where unworthy people are in front of you. You have to face them and they criticize you, so you have to face that criticism. So these are the various qualities which are required for an entrepreneur. And the last one is the power of networking. Okay, so under networking basically comes building up a strong contact list. So you can classify your contact list into family contacts, friends and professional friends. Okay, or professional friends, you can call them clients, you can call them stakeholders of your business. Okay, so building up a strong networking is the most essential part of your entrepreneurship venture. How can you build up strong networking? You can connect people through various seminars, attend summits, attend exhibitions, collect visiting cards. Wherever you get an opportunity, connect with people. Try to attend some business meetings, try to attend some management development programs like this. And try to get attached with institutes which are offering professional courses or professional upgrading skills. Okay, you should have your own Facebook page, you should have your Twitter account, you should have your WhatsApp account, WhatsApp business account. You should be responding people on time. These are the simple ways of networking. I am getting a question from Manoj. he is saying that how can WhatsApp be used as an effective medium for networking? Yes, very important question. So there are many groups which can be formulated on WhatsApp. You can be a part of some business groups. You can be a part of some trainers group, traders group, wherever possible. Connect with people. Even WhatsApp marketing is the best method of promoting your products and services nowadays. And there are multiple things. You can have a broadcast list. Whenever you launch a new product or whenever some offer is created on your product or service, you can send it to the broadcast list. You can create your own group on WhatsApp, add people, ask people to join it. You can conduct some online programs through WhatsApp calling, and there are many mediums where WhatsApp can be used effectively. Okay. So these are the 10 skills which we will be taking an overview under this session. I just gave you a small brief outline of it. I hope you will be enjoying the next 2 sessions wherein we will be conducting role play and case studies. So on behalf of AISSMS Institute of Management, I thank all of you. We are going to take a short break of few minutes, maybe a 10-minute break, and then we'll join the session again. So till then, I just sign off from this session and see you in the next session. Thank you. Hello friends, I am Professor Gajanan Nerkar. I am working as Assistant Professor in AISSMS Institute of Management, and today I am very happy to conduct this Management Development Program for KJT and Associates on the topic Soft Skills for Entrepreneurs. So right now I am online on Skype, and I am happy to see about 9 participants who have logged in. They are seen online in front of me. So if just for confirmation, I would like to read out the list which is there in front of me. I can see all of these people online. So we have Karthik R from Pune. We have